So I showed up, my tote bag, my knitting and stuff, and meanwhile, my life was falling apart. My life was absolutely falling apart. I was still sick from mono. My life was falling apart personally. It was just, I wanted to go to graduate school and I didn't know how and all that. So anyway, I just showed up and everybody was so welcoming and just started talking to me about how this all worked and what I could do and where I would go to school. And then you all took me with you to ITAA, International Textile Apparel Association, for a meeting where I shopped for a graduate program. And I chose the right one. And so again, it's right there. And so I was talking about how hard, and so for graduate school, I just started knitting. I was still knitting socks mostly, I think. And then, because it was a kind of a template, and then I could do anything with the template of the sock. And then after I started teaching, and I mentioned it's really demanding, especially those first couple of years. And so I just went home and I knit socks every night. And the knitted socks, that just held my life together. And then it was okay. And my grandmother had told me that when she taught me to knit. And the very first thing she said was that I'm struggling with to make the first stitches. And she said, well, sometimes when she couldn't, things just didn't seem right in life, things hadn't gone right that day, she would knit for a while. And then it would just seem to put things in order. And then she would go to bed and she knew she could sleep. And it's funny the way I was only about 8 or 9 years old, probably about 8 years old. And I remember that so clearly, her saying that. And it, like, it, again, it was prophetic or something that she. So once again, I guess I used that thread of connection with knitting in an innovative way to hold my life together or to become a writer. Oh, and then, of course, when I began teaching, then I was teaching students to knit. And we had a small social group of knitters who would get me off campus once in a while and into the city doing something or other. And one of my students officially started a knitting group on campus. And she got funding from the university and she won the award. That group won the award for the best community building. Yeah, featured there. And I was their academic advisor at the time.